And in 3, 2, 1, who am I saying this to? I don't know. All right, so we're back after taking off some weeks during the summer, and yeah. So today, with the weather how it is, we are going to be doing a recipe from Julia Child, and also it's from the movie Julie and Julia. And if you follow the guy on YouTube, Anti Chef, from Jamie and Julia. Today, bottle of wine, and we're going to be doing boeuf bourguignon. All right, let's get started. First things first, bacon. We're going to dice that up and start it off in a cold pan. So we got ourselves some thick cut bacon. We're going to cube it. And once that's done, we are going to put it directly in a cold pan. Here we go. And we'll take a look at that from time to time. Up next, we're going to cut and trim our beef. I've got like 2 packs here because we have an extra mouth to feed. Actually, before we cut it, we're going to pat it down dry. Some of them are like that big. So anyway, we're just gonna cut it down to like bite-sized pieces. So let's see what the bacon started to. So we got all our beef cut up, and we're changing out our cutting board. So for our veg, we are doing 2 sticks of celery, 2 carrots, and 2 onions. We dice everything up. This is actually like a very kind of like simple dish, but really all it is just some veg, some beef, and it's a cheap cut of beef, some wine, and you just let it go. All right, the bacon is baconing, and take a look at that as soon as I finish up with this onion. That's getting there. So for all those people who follow me, all like 45 people, sorry for not making videos in the past little while. Just it was summertime, and we just always had something to do. It was always very busy. Now, there's no real right way or wrong way how to make this, but maybe there is. Right, bacon looks about to be done. We're going to take it out with a slutty spoon. Save the bacon fat, and we're going to cook our beef in there. Bacon's off to the side, and then we're going to cook our beef in batches. Batch beef. You don't want to overcrowd the pan, and you probably can hear it right now. Right? What was I saying? Carrots? Yeah. We'll cut our carrots. All dice. Medium dice. What we're looking for like some searing. Oh, excuse the bacon. Looks like the first batch of beef is ready to take it out of the pan. Second batch goes in. So we're a little bit ahead of schedule here because all my veggies cut up except for I got some mushrooms and some garlic to cut up. Also, don't rush it. A lot of times people are trying to flip over their beef and it sticks. You just have to let it unstick. When it's ready, it'll just unstick by itself. No, I just have to find my bottle opener because we want our wine to breathe, right? Like, oh no, this probably should take about 3-4 hours. You want to brown your meat both sides, so let's say 5-7 minutes, all depending on the heat. And check to see if the mic is on, because if not, gotta start over again. Just having a snack. So once batch number 3 is done, we're gonna put all our veg in the pan. We got our column in there. I'm gonna get it all coated and all that wonderfulness. Now that that's in there, give it another little stir. It's gonna loosen up all that stuff on the bottom. We're just gonna let that cook. Maybe we'll season it with some salt, some pepper. Let all like the water cook out of it. Get a nice all soft, and then we're gonna add some garlic, add some mushrooms, put everything in, and then let it go for like 3 hours. Caramelize this just a little bit. And the salt's going to help. The salt's going to help dry out all that water. The water is helping get all that stuff off the bottom. And that's right. So we got to cut up some garlic. No, first we're going to cut up some mushrooms, and then we're going to cut up some garlic. I think we're going to quarter these mushrooms rather than slice them. Now, once again, I don't know what team you're on with the mushrooms. Are you on team washing or are you on team scrubbing? I'm on team washing. So basically, I'm waiting for the onions to be a little bit translucent. And then I'm going to put in the mushrooms, and then I'm going to put in the garlic. 4, maybe 5 bulbs of garlic. Bulbs? Cloves. Clove. Bulb. 5 cloves. That was way harder to say than time to make some beef stock, so we're going to have to use. Onions are translucent-ish, and now we're going to put in the mushrooms. And then we're going to let those cook down for like probably a good 10 minutes. And so as that cooks down, our garlic is chopped. We're going to need some tomato paste and some flour and some wine and then some beef stock. We're going to put back in our bacon. I'm going to put in our chopped garlic. And we want to cook the garlic down until we can just smell it. Garlic's fragrant, so that means we got to put in the beef. It's going to come together real fast now. It's maybe 3 tablespoons, maybe. Stir that up, let that cook down for like a minute, maybe 2. Now flour. And we want to let that flour cook off for a minute or so, maybe 2 minutes. Now the wine. And you want to get all that stuff off the bottom. A couple of minutes of trying to get all that stuff on the bottom. You know, add your stock. Beef stock. 2 cups so far. I'm putting in a little bit more because that seems a little bit thick and it's going to reduce. So 2 more cups. Put in some thyme. So I'm going to put in this much thyme. And we're putting in a bay leaf, and since we're feeling dangerous, we're going to put in 2. We're going to give it a first taste, see if it needs anything. Maybe just some salt. So, let's see you in about 2 hours. All right, so now it's part 2. We're gonna do mashed potatoes. All right, so we got ourselves some nice Yukon Gold potatoes. We got ourselves like maybe a dozen or so potatoes to peel. So as I'm peeling these potatoes, just remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that, yeah? And ring that bell. Got all these chopped up, and then we're going to boil them. That's boiling, and once it gets going, it's going to boil for about 20 minutes, half an hour. And we're gonna put 2 cloves of garlic in there. All right, so water's boiling. I'm gonna wait 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I'm gonna get some chopped up garlic for the mashed potatoes. All right, so the potatoes are done boiling. We're gonna strain them, melt some butter, and we're gonna pass the potatoes through a sieve. So we're going to put in half a thing of butter. I'm going to put in the garlic. Some white pepper. And just in case we need it, some milk. So we're going to pass the potatoes through the strainer a little bit by bit. All right, so that took a little bit of time. I think it's about ready. So let's give everything a taste. All right, bon appetit. It's tender, it's sweet, it's creamy, it's meaty, it's gravy. It's wonderful. I'm going to keep on eating this. Well, that's all I got. And yeah, I'll see you next time.